Hi, and welcome to Viewpoint Ministries podcast. My name is Solomon Oluwabeye. Today, we're going to be looking at fear or not to fear. According to Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10, the Bible says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom." So here it's talking about the fear of the Lord, not the fear of man. When you fear God, you reverence God. When you fear God, you become conscious of how you represent God in your dealings with humans. When you fear God, you take His commandment and precepts seriously. When you fear God, you work according to His will. When you fear God, it shows you have wisdom. When you fear God and maintain your relationship with Him, you can see further in the Spirit. When you fear God, you don't joke with His words. When you fear God, you represent Him well, because what matters to God matters to you. So it is impossible to fear man and, simultaneously fear God. You can honor and respect people, which is very good and encouraged. You can honor and respect people, as there is a difference between honor, respect, and fear. So let that not be confusion. It is a disastrous thing to fear man instead of God. Whom you fear is whom you will obey. When you fear man, you will obey man. But when you fear God, you will obey God. So needless to say that you fear man, you will disobey God. You risk breaking God's commandment when you listen to and follow man's request. When you fear man, you yield to its voice. When you reject God's commandment, you are digging your own grave. Saul is a good example here in 1 Samuel chapter 15, when God was ready to destroy the Amalekite nation. God was going to destroy the men, the women, the children, everything. And God sent Samuel to Saul with instructions on how he should go about to destroy the nation of Amalekite. And in verse 9, Saul and his people, they spare the best of the land. They spare the king, King Agag. They spare him as well. And then they destroy things that are not, of course, useful. So the question then, why would Saul disobey God, by sparing Agag, king of Amalekite, and some of the best of the land? Why? But here is why. Let's look at 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 24. Saul said to Samuel, "I have sinned, for I have transgressed the commandment of the Lord and your words, because," this is why, "because I fear the people and obey their voice." So Saul disobeyed God despite being given instruction, because he feared the people and he obeyed their voice. So the question to you and I today is, who do you fear? Who do I fear? Who do you obey? Who do I obey? After Samuel said he heard the bleating of the sheep in verse 15, Saul said, "They have brought," pay attention to this, okay? Saul says, "They have brought them from the Amalekite, for the people spare the best of the sheep and the oxen to sacrifice to the Lord your God, and the rest we have utterly destroyed." Okay, so you see, sometimes we are prone to giving excuses to our actions sometimes, and your excuses may sound genuine, it may sound so good to the people, it may appear to be authentic, okay, but they are not tenable before God. Any sacrifice that is not from a repentant heart is not acceptable by God. Let your sacrifice to God be with a life of submission to His will. Okay, and the book of Psalms 51:16-17 says, "For you do not despise sacrifice, or else I will give it. You do not delight in burnt offering. The sacrifice of God are a broken spirit, a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart." These, oh God, you will not despise. And so, as I round up today, it is disastrous to fear man instead of the fear of God. Respect man, honor humanity, honor everybody, respect everybody, but let the fear of God reside in you. And may the Lord keep you and bless you. My prayer for you is that God will continue to guide you in all your ways. Don't forget to visit our website, www.viewpointministriesinternational.org, and you can contact us through the website, and you will find yourself some resources over there as well. Thank you, and have a wonderful week. And again, my name is Solomon Oluwabeye. This is Viewpoint Ministries Podcast.